evening. Welcome. Are you the Pokemon trainer that is coming to pick up their first Pokemon? You are, okay, great. I will just have you verify your first and last name. Okay, that is what I have, great. We've only spoken by, email communication, so I just want to make sure that we have the right person, okay? Alright, and you have registered with the league appropriately? Great, awesome. So I should have your card here, if that's you. Okay, I'm just gonna hold this up. That is you. Wonderful. Okay, now that we have confirmed everything, I will hand you over your Pokédex, a small supply of Pokeballs to get you started, and then we will talk about Pokemon, okay? Great. So here's the dex. Make sure you take very good care of this, okay? There, that's for you. Okay. So, very big important step is choosing your first Pokemon. This is a time that everyone is very excited about. You're choosing your companion. You have a friend, a partner. So it is not a choice that you should make lightly. I like to keep all of the Pokemon out of their Pokeballs during this time so that you can see them as they are walking about. We'll try to get their attention and talk about each one of them before you make your decision, okay? We're a little bit unique here in that we have a very wide selection of starter Pokemon. Some of them are starter Pokemon you would find in one of the other labs. Some of them are going to be a little more unique, okay? We also have Pokemon that are maybe a little more challenging when you first start out. But we'll talk about each one, things that you might need to worry about. But ultimately it is your decision. Whatever Pokemon you connect with, as long as you work hard to train them and be their friend and take good care of them, you will not be disappointed, okay? Good. Alright, let's start out by choosing probably the number one request that we always have here. It is a electric type Pokemon, a little bit feisty. Let me see if I can wrangle him in here. Yep, there we go. Alright. He's very friendly. Yes, so this one here is called Pikachu. He is an electric type Pokemon and he loves to play. He can be very strong. Yep, he's a little bit feisty though, so you're going to have to earn his loyalty and respect, okay? And just like any other Pokemon, you want to make sure that you groom them well. Yeah. You will want to make sure their fur is free of knots. They are fed well. Okay, there are a large variety of Pokeblock available for Pokemon. A good, reputable brand with the proper amount of nutrients is essential, okay? And not just for Pikachu, for all Pokemon, okay? No matter what one you end up choosing. But this is a great starter Pokemon. Again, a little feisty, maybe a little more challenging than some, but still splendid, okay? This one will evolve into Raichu if you give him a Thunderstone. And we do have Let me see if I can find his predecessor. He loves belly rubs. Yeah, he just loves them. And then also he has a couple of little electric sacs in his cheek, and he loves those rubbed as well. Okay, so don't be afraid to show your Pokemon lots of love, okay? Alright, and I do have, oh, there you are. Come here, buddy. There we go. We do have his predecessor, a Pichu. They are a little bit more curious probably than a Pikachu, but still excellent, and he will of course evolve into a Pikachu. Yes, isn't he adorable? You will of course have the same sort of challenges that you would have with Pikachu. A little feisty, headstrong, but can be a wonderful Pokemon if you put the effort in, okay? Great. Yes, and his are not quite fully charged here. You see they're a little pink instead of red, but that's okay. He turns into a wonderful Pokemon. Yeah, and he loves his little ears rubbed. Yeah. Okay, let's move on. Off with you, little one. Off with you. There we go. Let's see. How about we have a standard here? Oh, this is a good one. Bulbasaur. Bulbasaur is a very great Pokemon for starters. You know, he's a grass type, and he is very steadfast, loyal. He will help you look after other Pokemon. He has a bulb on his back, and the bulb will bloom into a flower as he gets older. As he evolves, he will go into an Ivysaur and then a Venusaur. A very strong Pokemon, and if you put the effort into raising him, he can be an amazing companion. Right. Their coloring and their spots are individual for each Bulbasaur. They can be slightly different depending on, where they're from and, their diet and all that, okay? Yes. We've even had some with little hearts. Those are always very unique. But this is an excellent Bulbasaur. He has a very calm, tempered sort of personality, and he would do well for a beginner Pokemon. And he loves being rubbed right between the eyes. Yes, he's a very, very calm. So if you're looking for a very calm, relaxing partner, Bulbasaur would make an excellent choice, okay? Alright, off with you, little guy. And then speaking of grass Pokemon, we have a Chikorita. I like recommending grass Pokemon to beginners. I feel that they are an excellent choice. They're very easy to raise. They typically will have a very calm personality. This one, however, is a little more excitable than a lot of grass Pokemon. But that doesn't mean that she's any less. She's very strong and extremely loyal. She will go through anything to help you. So, and like any Pokemon, you need to make sure that they're well groomed, well taken care of, and they will follow you to the end. Right. They are your friends, your companions, and you need to take care of them. So, this is an excellent grass Pokemon. Chikorita features a nice leaf at the top. She can use typical grass attacks, leaf blade, vine whip, all the basics. Okay? Alright, go ahead and put her down now. And then let's see, we have Come here, little guy. Squirtle. Squirtle is a very, very stubborn Pokemon, okay? And he can get into a little bit of trouble. But you didn't hear that from me. So Squirtle will evolve into a Blastoise when he gets past Wartortle, but very strong, highly sought after Pokemon. So he will be an excellent companion for you. He likes his little shell rubbed if you are looking for a spot to make him happy. Right. So this is a water type Pokemon, and he can use all of the standards. Again, another very easy Pokemon for people to get used to being trainers. So, but he is steadfast and can follow you through your entire journey. Right. Alright, let's see who's here. Okay, come over here, buddy. Alright, this one is a little unusual. This is a Psyduck. Okay, we do get some Pokemon in here that are not typically thought of as starters, but given the love and the care, they can be excellent Pokemon, even for the beginner. Psyduck unfortunately suffers from headaches, so a small head massage is always very welcome to help soothe his head. He's a water type Pokemon and will evolve into a Golduck. So Golduck is very good and powerful. So don't let his kind of silly exterior fool you. He can be a very powerful Pokemon, okay? And he's just so cute. Yes. So again, any Pokemon that you're willing to take care of can be excellent. Alright, let's see. How about a fire type? There, you come here, little guy. Alright, this is also a very highly requested Pokemon. This is a Charmander, a fire type Pokemon. He evolves into a Charmeleon and a Charizard. Charizard is very, very popular among trainers. He is strong and loyal, can fly. Excellent. So, he has a small flame at the end of his tail. It's important that you keep this flame well lit and taken care of. It is a direct indicator to Charmander's health, and Charmeleon and Charizard as well. So if the flame is strong, your Pokemon will be doing well. If the flame starts getting weaker, you might want to have a visit to Nurse Joy at the Pokemon Center, okay? Yes, and then of course Belly all Pokemon love them. Oh, here's another. There we are. Another fire type here. This is a Cyndaquil, okay? A very shy, almost timid Pokemon. So it takes a little more effort to, get this one to open up to you and be your partner. But once you do, it's worth it, okay? He is an excellent Pokemon with a large amount of potential. Right, Typhlosion. Potion is an excellent Pokemon too, yes. So the flames will come out of his back. He has 4 spots here. Okay. And then right now he's nice and calm, so you don't see any flame, okay? Right. And he's, again, a little shy, but once you get him to open up, he'll be a great Pokemon and a wonderful asset to your team. Right. Oh, you come here, little guy. There we go. This one is also a rather unconventional choice for a starter Pokemon. Although I will say it is very easy to train. It will evolve into a Gloom and then a Vileplume. It is poison and grass, so it is a dual type. It is a very well-natured Pokemon. You do have to be a little bit careful with the sleep powder and the poison powder, okay? But he has some lovely leaves at the top. Yes. And then, like all grass Pokemon, he can do a wide variety of attacks. So as long as you're willing to work with him, he can be amazing. Yeah. Little cheek sprout. Little grass sprouts. Yes. He's a very, very happy Pokemon. This one came to us rather recently, and we have nursed him back to health, so he's ready for an adventure. Let's see here. There's a great one. A Sable. This is another water type Pokemon. A little bit newer. Not from around these parts, but still a great Pokemon. He tends to be a little bit more standoffish, so but once you gain his loyalty, you'll have it for life. Oh yes. He can do, again, all water type moves. He's excellent. Would be great for a beginner trainer. Alright. And he's very cute, if I do say so myself. Let's see here. Oh, we have a rather odd one here, a sort of a Jigglypuff. So Jigglypuff is a fairy type and normal, and can be an excellent Pokemon. She is very, very stubborn. Don't listen to it. She's very, very stubborn. Does not like to take no for an answer. However, very powerful. Once you train her up, she can be great. Yes, put you down. I know you don't like being held. Alright, and then let's see what else we have here. Scampering around a little bit here. Here's a good one. A nice fire type. This is a Score Bunny. Oh yes. And this one is a very excited Pokemon. A lot of energy. So if you are someone who likes to get up and go and take care of business and do things at a very quick pace and is kind of a go-getter, I believe a Score Bunny would be really excellent for you. Again, very excited personality. Just make sure you rein that personality in a little bit. If you are not willing to put rules down and whatnot, this is the kind of personality that can kind of run all over you. So just be aware that you need to put in some extra effort for this kind of Pokemon, okay? And he's very adorable. Little cheeks. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes. Alright, we'll put you down now. There we go. And then to finish off, we do have also a Grookey. Yeah. This one is also excellent. A grass Pokemon and very easy and nice companion to have as a starter. Even temperament, can get a little excited once it evolves into Rillaboom, but that's down the road. By that point, you will be an experienced Pokemon trainer, and you should be able to handle those types of things, okay? Excellent. We also have a Litten. Yeah. His evolved form, I think, is not quite as popular as some of the others, but that's okay. That's not his fault. Litten is an excellent Pokemon. Yes, fire type. Later on can learn some fighting moves. Once it evolves, of course. Yes, you like some scratches just like any kitty. Of course. This particular Litten is very solemn almost, so does not make much noise and will follow you pretty well. Let's see, we also have, here's a good one, also a little bit unique, and you don't see many of them, but it is a Togepi. Yes, this one hatched from its egg right here at the lab. There was no one around to imprint upon, so he doesn't seem to have a person that they're, usually really attached to, but that's alright. He's still very excellent. And of course, he loves his little head scratched. He will evolve into a Togetic and a Togekiss. Yeah, they're beautiful Pokemon, absolutely. Yep, and right here, he keeps part of his shell to protect him a little bit. Yeah. Alright, let's put you down, little guy. We have a few more left here. Yes. Here's one. A Rowlet. Yeah, this one is very easy Pokemon to train. It's a grass type and flying, so he can do a variety of moves. Even tempered, willing to follow trainers, even when they're still learning. So he can be an excellent choice right off the bat. So not much more to say about him. He's just very, very even tempered. So yes, and of course they all love their little baths. Just make sure you're taking very good care of your Pokemon, okay? Alright, so let's see. Here's one. This one could be very difficult, actually. I'm not sure if we would even want to show him, but we have a Gengar here. He is the most evolved form, so I don't know if I would recommend this one for you. Maybe if we had a Ghastly or a Haunter, but he's a bit of a handful. They like to get into all kinds of mischief. Yeah, ghost type moves, so not affected by physical attacks, so it can be very, very useful adorable, but I believe it's a bit of a difficult Pokemon type to start with. So I would tend to feel like maybe we should steer you clear of Gengar, but in case you really had a good connection, I figured I would show him to you. Let's see. Oh, we have a rather small Shinx here. Yeah, he's very tiny. One of the smallest Shinx that I've ever seen. But he's very adorable. This is an electric type Pokemon. Yep. Yes. So he loves his head scratched, and he can do a lot of moves similar to Pikachu. So he's an excellent choice. And very adorable. He's very popular. So, a lot of similar problems to Pikachu. He tends to be a little feisty right off the bat. I think that maybe just runs with the electric type Pokemon. But if you are up for a challenge, he might be a good choice for you. Let's see. Oh, we also have a Poplio. This one will evolve into a beautiful Primarina someday. She is very, very easy to handle, and I like her abilities. They're very well rounded. Not very much struggle as far as raising or battles. However you choose to go, if you are going to be battling or doing contests or whatever you're choosing to focus on, okay? I think this could be an excellent Pokemon for you. Water is a good choice for a beginner. Yes. Let's see, we don't have too many more. Let's see, I've got a couple more. Here's one, also a little unconventional, but that's alright. We have a few of those hanging around the lab. Alright, this is a Chansey. So, Chansey has a little egg in her pouch. She likes to take good care of it. Very mothering type Pokemon. Yes, and you will find Chanseys and Blissies at all the Pokemon centers. Nurse Joy really loves to keep Chanseys and Blissies. Yes, they go to a special school. This one didn't quite make the cut there though, so we're offering it to Pokemon trainers so that you can give Chansey a try. They have very great healing abilities and can be a great asset to your team. Yes. And she's very, very friendly. Like I said, a very, very mothering type of Pokemon. So, she will help you take care of all the others that you have. Yeah. Alright, and I think we have one more here. Oh, actually we have two more here. I'm trying to get to this one. Very excited, energetic Pokemon. Okay. Alright, this one is a Stuffle. Stuffles have evolved to resemble a, human stuffed animal. So they have a complete, even a little tag in the back. They will evolve eventually into a Beware. But excellent normal type Pokemon. If you were looking for something a little bit different, I believe fairly easy to handle, if not just a bit energetic. So this one would definitely give you a run for your money in terms of running around. So if you wanted to keep this one in its Pokeball, that might be a good idea. Yes. And it really loves its cheek scratched. Alright. We have a couple more actually. They keep coming out of the woodworks. We also have a lovely Totodile here. This is a water type. Evolves into Feraligatr. Excellent, excellent water type. Very strong. I highly recommend. Totodile will be a very powerful companion for you, should you choose to make him part of your team. Through thick and thin. Yes, and he has quite a little personality on him. Very excitable and very friendly. So, just something to keep in mind. He has a lovely little smile. Right. Yeah. So I'm surprised that he's sitting so nicely in my hands. Probably because we're giving him a nice little rub. Alright. And then we have also a rather unusual one. And this one just came in recently. It is a Munchlax. It will evolve into a Snorlax. So, normal type, very difficult Pokemon, really. So, just in terms of keeping them, they eat a lot of food. So, one that is just starting on the road, this might be a difficult choice for you, but again, if you're up for the challenge, they can be excellent Pokemon. So let's get it over. And last but not least, we've just gotten this one in as well. It is a Galarian Ponyta. Slightly different from our usual Ponyta. This is not a fire type, so just something to keep in mind. So it is definitely unique and highly sought after. So you can, have something a bit unique to start out with. Very difficult to start with, I would think. Right off the bat, but again, as with a few of these, if you are up for the challenge and you want to put in the extra effort, these can be excellent Pokemon, whether you're a beginner or an advanced trainer, okay? Yes, so with love and care, you can be an excellent Pokemon trainer. What was that? Oh, yes. No, it does not matter your age. I know some feel a little silly coming in, being an adult, and just getting started on their journey. Anyone at any age can start their Pokemon journey, okay? There's no need to be afraid. Late bloomers are just as fine as early bloomers, okay? You always have the lab to call back here. You can stop at any terminal in any Pokemon Center. You can ring back to the lab. I would be more than happy to answer any questions that you have. You can always leave a message if I'm out, okay? There are also many good trainers. Nurse Joy is an excellent resource as well. Fountain of knowledge, she is. So there are Pokemon centers in each major town. They can supply you with rest and food and care for your Pokemon. There are also Pokemarts in each town. You can stock up on supplies, medicines, food. Make sure that when you're going out into the wilderness, whether you are just passing through or whether you are catching more Pokemon, that you are fully stocked. You don't want to run into a situation where you are out alone and you get into trouble, okay? So use your head and you will be fine, okay? Right. Alright, have you made your choice then? You have? Okay, that is an interesting choice. I think that it will suit you well. I really do, okay? I will go ahead and get it all packaged up for you in his own Pokeball. And I bid you a very, very great